If you ask successful people what are their favorite books of personal finance, often this book is going to pop up, Rich Dad Poor Dad. This is one of the original kind of OGs of um, personal finance and financial literacy because it's really easy to read. It uses stories to get its message across, and the information in it is pretty solid. And so I love this book. As a school teacher, I read this with my 12-year-old students. Now that I'm at the university, I encourage my undergraduates to read it. And at home, we read this for story time with our teenagers. And the reason we do that is I want them to understand the difference between a liability and an asset. I want them to understand the cash flow quadrant and how to make money work for them. I want them to understand compound interest. And all these topics are taught at in great length in Rich Dad Poor Dad, but it's done by using stories and examples of two dads who mentored him, his rich dad, who was not his real dad, and his actual dad, who was an educator like me. And educators can do well financially too by employing the advice doled out in this book. And so if you have not yet read Rich Dad Poor Dad, you should read it. But maybe even more importantly, if you have young people in your life who need to learn about how money works, this is a great gift. And that's why I have gifted over 100 of these in my lifetime, because it's an excellent book. It's easy to read, and it's really helpful. So there you go.